Hello everyone, Bryan here with a year-end update for the Las Vegas housing market. Today, we're going to look at the overall sales for the year and compare them to last year. Then, we'll look at the sales by month versus last year. Finally, we'll check out the median price in 2013 versus 2012 and then see what our current median price is sitting at. Now, before we get started, let me explain that these statistics I'm about to show you are for single-family homes located in the greater Las Vegas area. Many new homes are now being listed on the MLS since they aren't selling like they used to. So to maintain accuracy, I automatically filtered out any new homes. So we are truly looking at resale home sales numbers right now. So let's get started. Okay, first, let's check out the overall sales. In 2012, we managed to sell 35,062 homes. Last year, however, we only managed to sell 31,114 homes. As a result, sales in 2013 were down 11.3% from 2012. Now, where it gets interesting is looking at the monthly sales compared to 2012. As you can see on the screen right now, here are the monthly sales for 2012 and 2013. Where it gets disturbing is the last quarter of last year. Starting last October through December, the sales simply plummet. This falls directly in line with what we saw happening to sales last September when the market started softening on us. But this really brings it home. When you look at the trend between the 2 years, you can see that 2012 was rather consistent for home sales. October sales were identical to December, and September was identical to November. But last year, we started falling off a cliff in October. November sales were down 19%, and December sales were down 21%. These are pretty huge declines. Now, remember, people will argue that sales were down last year because we had no inventory. Now, this is both true and a false statement. In the beginning of the year, we were down to only 3,000 homes, and our demand well outweighed our supply. But by October, we had more than doubled, and we were sitting at about 7,000 homes. So, therefore, the massive fourth quarter declines are not tied to inventory decreases. Just saying. Okay, now for median prices. The median price for 2012 was only $131,500. Well, the median price last year jumped up to an even $170,000. To keep it short, resale home prices went up 29% in Las Vegas last year. That's just incredible. More incredible is that at this very moment, based on the most recent December sales, our median home price in Las Vegas is now $182,000. Now, if you've been watching for a while now, you know that I predicted an end to all this home price appreciation, but you have to admit, this was one hell of a market run-up. We've gone from a median price of $119,000 back in December of 2011 to $182,000 today. So think about it. In 2 years, Las Vegas home prices soared 53%. That's amazing appreciation. Let's just hope we don't give too much of that back in the forthcoming year. Okay, now I was really hoping for some new home sales numbers, but unfortunately I don't have that information yet because it's too early in the new year. When we visited these numbers a few months ago, it was polarizing to see the drop-off in new home sales just in the third quarter of 2013. So I'm sure that in next month's video, I'll be discussing what was most likely a dismal fourth quarter in new home sales. Well, that's all for this 2013 recap. Thank you for watching. Please click here to subscribe and have a fabulous 2014, guys.